There is a condition. Whenever you see this line, that indicates we have a condition. This number tells me I'm only interested in people who got water. Only people who drank water. So I am not interested in everybody. Only people who drank water. So when you're looking at your table, oh wait, wrong thing. Viewpoint, fitful, okay. When you're looking at your table, that means I'm only interested in this column right here. How many total people drank water? Out of how many? Yep, so we had 140 people order water, so that would be my denominator. And then how many of those people who ordered water also got a pizza? And that would be 58. That would be your answer to question A. That's the only answer you could give on the test next week and get full credit. Now, question B doesn't have a condition. So that means I'm looking out of everybody. And in all, we had 400 people. So 400 people. So this would be over 400. And when it's faced upside down, this means and. So no drink. This is my no drink column. And this is my hot dog column. What number did I highlight pink and blue? There's only one number that's pink and blue. 46. Sorry. Okay. And then question C. Again, we have a condition. This is my condition. The condition is only people who had a hot dog. Only hot dog. Okay. So I need to look at my table. Figure out how many people on this particular day ordered a hot dog. So how many total people ordered a hot dog? What'd you say, Juan? 158. Out of the 158 people who ordered a hot dog, how many of them had no drink? What'd you say, Rylan? 46. All right, who had all three of those correct? All right, let's finish out our notes. We're going to do just a few of these questions, and then we're going to go through the skills check we took last week. So go to page 18, which is the back page, I believe. Is the back page blank? Yeah, okay. All right, so now we have to figure out these independent events. What is the probability? So let's say I flipped a coin and I rolled a die. We need to figure out the probability that the coin lands on heads, and which means I have to multiply it by the probability that a die shows an even number. So let's talk about the probability that it would land on heads. What's the probability that you flip a coin and it lands on heads? 1/2. 1 out of 2. On a die has 6 numbers. How many of those numbers are even? 3. And now you're going to multiply it. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 6 is 12. That would be your probability. Okay, so it says there are 8 shirts in your closet. You have just 2 different colors. 4 blue, 4 green. You randomly select a shirt to wear on Monday, and then you pick a different shirt to wear on Tuesday. And we wear blue both days. Okay, so on Monday, what's the probability that you picked a blue shirt on Monday? How many shirts do we have altogether? 8. And how many of them are blue? 4. But then on Tuesday, because, we not nasty people, we're not going to wear the same shirt, right? When we take it out, we put it in our washing machine or we put it in our little laundry basket. So the next day, when we go to our closet, how many shirts do we have? We don't have 8 anymore because we wore 1. So this is going to change to a 7. And then we don't have 4 blue shirts anymore, right? Because we wore 1. How many blue shirts do we have left? 3. So let's multiply that. So 4 times 3 is 12. 8 times 7 is 56. All right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Let's go to question 4. So we got a basket that only has apples and peaches. It has 5 apples and 7 peaches. So how many pieces of fruit do we have altogether? What's the total number of fruit in our basket? If I have 5 apples and 7 peaches, how many pieces of fruit do I have? 12. 12 fruit. Okay. So we picked a piece of fruit and we ate it. And then we got another piece of fruit. So what's the probability that the first time I picked a piece of fruit, it was an apple? Out of 12, how many apples did I have? 5. But because I ate it, when I go in the basket the second time, do I still have 12 pieces of fruit? No. How many do I have? 11. Now, the first time I picked an apple. The second time I picked a peach. How many peaches will I have in that basket? 7. Pick up your calculators, multiply it. Take 5 times 7 and 12 times 11. Leslie, you okay? Whew. I ain't never been that tired. You must be real tired. All right, 5 times 7 is 35. I need your help. I think it's 132. 12 times 11. Is 12 times 11 132? All right, there we go. Okay, couple more, and then we'll go over our skills check. So in a game, you choose a card from the box. The box has 4 red. So we got 4 red, 6 blue, and 5 yellow. You're going to stop right there. Figure out how many cards you got. That's always your first step. How many cards do we have in all? So 4 plus 6 plus 5. What is 4 plus 6 plus 5? 15. Okay. So it says that we draw a card, we looked at it, and we put it back. That's important because that means that we're going to keep that 15. We're not taking it out. We're not putting it back. Wait. We take the card out and we put it back. So that means we're always going to have 15. So what's the probability that the first time I pick a red or a blue? That's important. The first time I pick red or blue. So red or blue would mean I would have to add that 4 plus 6 together, which would be a 10. The second time, because I put it back, we still have 15. It was a blue or a yellow, so that would be 6 plus 5. So what we have is 10 over 15 times 11 over 15. All right, go ahead and multiply that out and see what you get. So 10 times 11 is 110. And 15 times 15, is that 225? All right, that would be your answer. All right, so let's do it again. It says this time, though, I am not going to replace the first card. So out of 15, the first time I go into the basket or to the deck, I have 15 cards. The first time I picked a blue card. So blue first. How many blue cards did it said we had? So that would be 6 out of 15. But I didn't put it back. So the second time, I won't have 15 cards anymore because I didn't put back the first card. So the second time, instead of 15 cards, there will only be 14 cards. What's the probability that I get a yellow? How many yellow cards do we have? 5. All right, pick up your calculators. Take 6 times 5. And then 15 times 14. And that would be 210. All right, so now let me go ahead and pass back your skills checks. And we're going to go over it together. Because we're going to have those same questions next week. I want to make sure we understand the ones we missed. All right, so let me go ahead and pass those back. So the grading scale for the skills check, just so you'll know, for the skills check, and I've already put these grades in. So 18 through 20 is an A. 17 or 16 would be a B. 15 or 14 is a C. 13 or 12 is a D. Anything below a 12 is not passing. So that's okay though, because again, this doesn't count as a test grade. This is just a practice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass these back. Stacy. Leslie. Okay, did I miss anybody? Did everybody get their paper back? All right, so let's go through it real quick so we can understand. So we again don't make the same mistake. A lot of people, and I don't know why, A lot of people for the first one multiplied 8, 5, and 6, and 9. They multiplied these numbers. But you just had to add them. So you're going to add, go ahead and make corrections. Any ones you miss, pick up a pen. I got pens. Correct it. So you're going to write, if you have 8 green, 5 blue, 6 red, and 9 yellow, you're going to add these together. So when you see this on the test, you're going to add these numbers. So what do you get if you add 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9? Go ahead and correct it. Don't put it away. If you did not get a 20 out of 20, I need everybody to pay attention because you're going to see these same questions on Tuesday. All right, so what's 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9? I believe it's 28. Is that what it was? 28? So the answer to part A was 28 marbles. For part B, the probability that you select the blue. So anytime, and can you all write this because I was pretty picky on grading this. Whenever you see the word probability or a capital P, your answer should be a fraction. So a lot of people put 5. That's not the answer. It's 5 out of 28. So this is the answer to part B. And this is the answer to part A. All right, any questions about number 1 or 2? All right, now let's look at our chart. How many people were surveyed in total? This was a 75. That's how many people were surveyed. So for question B, the probability that there were a female, you had to say 32 out of 75. If you just put a 32, that's not the probability. When you see a capital P like that, I need a fraction. How many out of the total? Okay, 32 out of 75. For question C, probability that they said they like vanilla. That was 31. 31 people in total said they like vanilla. So 31 out of 75. And every time you left off the denominator, I took off a point. For question D, this means and, which means you want the overlap. But again, it's out of 75. So I'm going to look at my table. And I have female, which is here. Oops. And I have, thank you. I have male, which is here. And strawberry, which is here. So what number did I highlight pink and blue? The one number that's pink and blue is 10. So the answer I was looking for was 10 out of 75. So E, this means not strawberry. How many people don't like strawberry? That's what that meant. Or strawberry wasn't their favorite. So if they don't like strawberry, that means that I'm looking at the people who chose vanilla or chocolate. So when I look at my chart, vanilla and chocolate, I need to add those two numbers together. I'm not using this number. How many? So add 31 plus 25 with your calculator. (31 plus 25 would be what? 56, is that right? So 56 over what though? If you just put 56, that's not the full credit. It has to be 56 over 75. Everything is over 75 because nothing was conditional. Now, F was worth the most amount of points because it was the one that had the formula. This means or. So you're going to take your female plus chocolate. If I could spell chocolate. And subtract people the both. That's your formula for or every single time. So when I'm looking at my chart, how many female total? In total, I had 32 female. Plus 25 chocolate. But I got to subtract the number that I highlighted pink and blue. So what number did I highlight pink and blue? 15. Pick up your calculators. Add 32 plus 25 minus 15. And you should get 42. So the answer, and I can't fit it in my box, is 42 over 75. So the last one for a lot of people was kind of rough. So a student is getting dressed for school, and he has a green, a red, a blue, a white, and a gray shirt. How many shirts does he have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts. That's what he got. And then for pants, he only has 1 pair of jeans and 1 pair of sweatpants and a pair of cargo pants. So how many pairs of pants does he have? He has 1 jean, 1 sweatpant, 1 cargo. So show me with your fingers, how many pair of pants does he have? 3. And then for shoes, he has a pair of Yeezys, a pair of Nikes, and a pair of Crocs. Show me with your fingers, how many shoes does he have? 3. So then what you had to do was multiply these numbers together. 5 times 3 times 3. That means he can create 45 outfits. Okay, so again, don't be discouraged if you didn't get an A, B. That's okay. Most people, that's okay. Because this was practice. The test is Tuesday. All right, use this time to finish working on homeworks 1 through 4. Remember, they close next Wednesday. That's 200 homework points. And after next Wednesday, they will be closed forever. Okay? Not reopening them. There's no extensions for anybody. We clear? We got it? Okay.